Hello students, welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. Students, in the previous class we have started our second lesson, that is components of food. So, you all know that we eat a variety of food daily, we prepare so many dishes that we like and eat daily, yes. So, in the same way, in different parts of India, different parts of world, different foods are there that people like it and they eat it, yes. So, we need food to get energy, yes. So, we need food to get energy. Energy is very important for us to do the particular work which we need to do daily. To do our daily activities, we need energy and that we get it from food. So, what does this food contains? These food contains nutrients. Nutrients are very essential to our body. Nutrients are very essential to our body. So, there are 7 components of food, different types of nutrients we have. So, we need to consume different types of nutrients in different amount. So, our body gets proper nutritions. In the previous class, we have studied about few nutrients in detail. So, can you just tell me how many nutrients are there? Few of them? Yes, what are those? Carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals, including roughage and water. Those are also very important for our body. Okay. So, we have studied about which food are rich in carbohydrates, fats and proteins, and we have seen the experiment which food is rich in what. So, we are going to perform an experiment today, so that we will be able to understand more better that which food is rich in which type of nutrients. So, let us see. Okay students, see, first we are going to perform the test for carbohydrates. As you know, carbohydrate is an energy giving food. It gives us a lot of energy. So, we will perform test for carbohydrates. To perform test for carbohydrates, we need iodine solution. What do we need? We need iodine solution. This iodine solution is diluted in water. It's diluted in water. For example, now this is a beaker. This is a beaker and we have to take 20 ml of iodine solution and 100 ml of water is added to it. What is it? We have to take 20 ml of iodine solution and 100 ml of water is added to it. So, it gets diluted. So, it gets diluted. If we use the iodine solution as it is called as concentrated iodine solution. It is called as concentrated iodine solution. So, instead of using concentrated, we have to always use the iodine solution which is diluted. So, let us start our experiment. So, to prepare we need iodine solution, we also need a test tube, okay. So, we will take a food item, it may be raw or it may be cooked as it is available to us. So, as we know, potato is rich in carbohydrates, it contains a lot of starch in it. So, to perform the test for carbohydrates, we have to take a potato. We have to see this potato is smashed. It is smashed. We have to make a small granules of it by just mashing it. So, we will get such potato. We will get potato in this way. Okay students. This potato, when it is mashed, we have to add this potato into a test tube, or else we can just put iodine solution on this potato directly itself. We will see this experiment in both the ways. See, this is the test tube. We are adding this mashed potato. We are adding this mashed potato here and a little quantity of potato which is mashed. Okay, means we have to make a very small, we have to crush the potato so it will get smooth paste we have to make of potato. Now this smashed potato is put into the test tube. Now with the help of dropper, now with the help of dropper, this is the dropper, we are going to drop few water. We are going to drop 2 to 7 drops of water to this test tube. Okay students, now we are going to add iodine solution to it. We are going to add iodine solution to it. The solution which we have prepared, that is iodine solution, is added to the test tube. Let us add. Again we are going to add 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution to it. Okay students. Now you can see the change of color. Here it's turning into blue black. It's turning a little into blue black. Let us just move it little. You can see it's turning into blue black. Can you see students? See, at the bottom also it's turning into black. So as the potato contains starch in it, and when we crush or smash the potato and add into test tube, and when we add a few drops of iodine to it, it starts changing its color to blue and black. This indicates potato is rich in carbohydrates. In the same way, we also have rice which is also rich in carbohydrates. So you can cook rice and you can take the few grains of rice and you can add this iodine solution to the rice. So you can observe in that also that it's changing color from blue black. So this blue black color changing indicates that it contains starch. And those are rich in carbohydrates. Let us perform the same test for the potato in the same way. So as we have smashed the potato here, we have to just smash it. Okay students, we have to just smash it. Now after smashing this, we have to make a small little paste of this potato on the potato itself. Then we have to add few drops of iodine to it. After adding, it starts changing its color. Let us wait for some time. It takes time to change its color. You can observe that it is changing its color to black. It's changing its color to black. Can you see students, everyone? Okay. This indicates that potato is rich in carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. So you can see students, the potato has changed its color totally into black, which is dark in navy blue color. It indicates that too. So this is rich in carbohydrates. After performing this test, we can tell that potato is rich in carbohydrates. It gives us a lot of energy. It gives us a lot of energy. In the same way, now we are going to perform the test for fats. Test for fats. As you know, fats, oily foods, those are also a kind of energy giving foods. Yes, fats are also a kind of energy giving foods. Fats are rich in butter, ghee, oil. Yes. So, to perform the test of fats, whether the food item contains fat, whether the food item is rich in fats, we need to perform a test. So, to perform the test of fats, we need to take a tissue paper, and then we also need to take chips. Okay, chips, those are fried, chips are fried. So, as you know, it is fried, it means we used a lot of oil in this. Yes. So, to perform the test, we require the potato chips and the tissue paper. Now, see students, this potato we are going to crush on this paper. We are going to crush. Okay. And we have to just make it few times to observe the oil. Okay. Let the oil gets absorbed in this. We are going to crush it and let the oil absorb in it. Okay. See that the paper should not get teared. This experiment you can perform at home too. It's very easy. So, you have to just press a little so that the oil can get absorbed. Okay. Now, we can remove these chips. You can see the oil particles here. You can see, you can observe the oil. You can observe the oil which is present here. So, when the tissue paper gets oil in it, we can say that it is a fat rich food. It is a fat rich food. Even you can do this same test for butter, oil, ghee and many more. Those are rich in fats. So, this experiment shows us that it is a food which is rich in fats, Okay students. So, till now we have completed our 2 experiments. Those are the test for carbohydrates and the test for fats. Okay. Now, after carbohydrates and after fats, as both are energy giving food and we perform the test for the same, now we are going to see the test for proteins. As you know students, proteins, those are very helpful for us to build our body. It helps in body building and it also helps in development as well as the growth of our body. It is a very essential nutrient which we require in our daily diet, Now, to test these proteins, we require solutions. We require different types of solutions. Let us see what are those. Now students, see, this is sodium hydroxide. This contains granules. See here. These are granules. A solid substance. It is sodium hydroxide. Those are called as sodium hydroxide flakes. We require sodium hydroxide near about to 10 grams. We require it about 10 grams. This is sodium hydroxide. Okay. Now, after this we also require copper sulfate. See, we require copper sulfate. This is also again a powder which we call it as copper sulfate, and we have to get this solid substance diluted with water. You can see everyone, this is copper sulfate Those are again the crystals, small crystals which are blue in color. We require these two solid substances. We require these two solid substances. As we have seen students, now we have to prepare the solution for this. We have to prepare the solution for this. Now we have to take 100 ml of water. We have to take 100 ml of water and we have to add 10 grams of copper sulphate solution to it. We have to add 10 grams of copper sulphate solution to it. Observe students, what I have taken? I have taken 100 ml of water, 100 ml of distilled water, which is also called as tap water, and that water, in that water I have added 10 grams of copper sulphate crystals. I have added 10 grams of copper sulphate crystals. Okay students, now we have prepared the solution of copper sulphate. This is called as copper sulphate solution. Okay. After this, we need to prepare sodium hydroxide solution. We need to prepare sodium hydroxide solution. Now again, we are going to take 100 ml of water. We are going to take 100 ml of water. Then we are going to add sodium hydroxide crystals to it. We are going to add sodium hydroxide crystals to it, and we have to stir it well so that all the particles get diluted in the water. We have to stir it well. Now, as we have prepared the two solutions, that is copper sulphate solution and sodium hydroxide solution. Now we are ready to do the test for the food items which are rich in proteins. Okay, let us take that. So for this we require a test tube. Okay, this is called as test tube. Now this is the test tube holder. This is the test tube holder. I have holded this test tube by using this holder. This is called as test tube holder and this is the test tube. Okay. Now we are going to perform the test. So as you know that two items are rich in proteins. So let us take milk and then curd. Let us take first milk and then curd. So with the help of this dropper, I have taken milk. With the help of this dropper, I have taken few amount of milk, few drops of milk. Let us take some more. Okay, see here. So I have taken here milk. Can you observe? Now I will add 2 to 10 drops of water to it. I am going to add few drops of water to it. I am adding few drops of water to it. Now after adding water, I have to add copper sulphate solution. Copper sulphate I am going to add about 5 to 7 drops of copper sulphate solution, and then I am going to add sodium hydroxide solution. Okay students, few more drops of sodium hydroxide. Let us take few more drops, near about 10 to 15 drops. Okay students, now you can observe the change in the color. Can you see? Now tell me which color can you see in this test tube? Yes, exactly, it's purple color. As you know, the sodium hydroxide is, we have added sodium hydroxide and copper sulphate solution. Copper sulphate solution was blue in color, When we add these two solutions to milk, it changed its color to purple. It changed its color to purple. This indicates that milk is rich in protein. This indicates that milk is rich in protein. Okay, everyone can see this change. A beautiful purple color layer has been appeared in this test tube, which indicates that it is rich in proteins. Rich in proteins. Okay, so let us take one more food item and see that whether it is also rich in protein or no. Okay, so we need to take. So, with the help of spatula, I will take a little amount of curd. Okay, with the help of spatula, I am going to take a little amount of curd. Okay, students, I have taken here curd. Okay, now this is the curd which I have placed in the test tube. We are going to see the protein test for curd, whether it is rich in protein or no. So, I have taken a test tube. In that test tube, I have added curd. Then, with the help of dropper, I am going to add few drops of water. Few drops of water. 10 to 12 drops of water I am going to add to it. Okay. Now, you can see this water is added to it. Now, again I am going to add copper sulphate solution, which is near about 5 to 7 drops. 5 to 7 drops of copper sulphate solution I have added to it. Now, I am going to add sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. Okay, students, see I have added sodium hydroxide. You can see a little change in the color. Let us add still few more drops of sodium hydroxide. Okay. See, I have added copper sulphate as well as sodium hydroxide. You can see that the curd, where it's changing its color to purple, it's changing its color to purple. So, this change in color from blue to purple, it indicates that it is rich in proteins. The curd is rich in proteins. Okay, students. See here, you can see a beautiful purple color in this test tube. Okay. So, this was the test for protein. This was the test for protein. You can see different types of purple shades are there. Here when we added it to the milk, we got exactly purple, and here we got only a few particles are colored into different color like purple. Okay. So, these were the tests to see whether the food item is rich in protein, and by this experiment we can tell that these food items are rich in protein. These food items are rich in protein. Now, we have completed the 3 tests, that is the test for carbohydrates, test for proteins and test for fats. Okay. So, by this I hope you all have understood that these food items are rich in different types of nutrients, as like potato is rich in carbohydrates, chips are rich in fats, and milk, curd are rich in proteins. Okay. So, let us move to our next nutrient, which is very important to us again. Okay. See here students, vitamins. Now, we have completed with carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Now, we are going to learn about vitamins. Vitamins are of following types: vitamin A, vitamin B complex, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. Okay. So, these are the different types of vitamins. Vitamins are substances that occur in our food, which we get from plants and animals. Vitamins are necessary for health and protection of the body from diseases. Vitamins are also necessary for health and protection of our body from diseases. Vitamins are required in small amounts. Vitamins are required in small amounts. Shortage or lack of vitamins in our food may lead to illness. If we ate a less amount of vitamin, so we may be deficient in that and it may lead to illness. So, we need to intake exact amount of vitamins that is required for our body, The word vitamin comes from the Latin word. Vita means life, and it is a Latin word. Okay students, let me tell you a story about a vitamin. Before many years ago, sailors on sea suffered from scurvy. Do you know what is scurvy? Scurvy, it means bleeding gums. You might have seen bleeding gums, okay. It is a disease which we call it as scurvy. In the late 1753, a sailor carried some lemons on the ship. As the sailors were suffering, many of the sailors were suffering from these bleeding gums, one of the sailor brought lemons to the ship, and they were taking the lemons as lemon juice. They are taking or they are using the lemon juice as a part of their food, and after taking food as a lemon juice, the sailors have noticed that it saved them from scurvy. This made the sailors to learn that there is something in the lemons, which could protect us from scurvy, or which could protect all the people from scurvy. So, later after many experiments and things, it was noticed and came to an conclusion that the lemon is rich in vitamin C. So, it was 1911 that Polish scientists identified some substances essential for our good health through required in our body in a very small quantity, as vitamin C is required for us in a very small quantity, but it is very important to protect us from the diseases like scurvy. So, we need to consume different types of vitamins in different amounts to protect our body from diseases. Okay. Vitamins, as we have seen here, vitamins were named as A, B, C, D, E and K. Children are told to eat up their carrots and take milk in order to see in the dark. Okay. In such a way, so different like vitamin C, it is rich in lemon and all. Now, we are going to see about all the vitamins, those are rich in which food item. Okay. So, in the next class, we will see more about the vitamins and let us find which are good for our health and which we can consume in more amounts. Okay students, till that time you can read your lesson and solve the activities which are given in your textbook. Thank you students.